Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 75-day business challenge to get noticed and get clients. We're actually on day 5 right now. So that means we're 71 days until the end of this year. And we want to support you, the business owner, in maximizing your year end by giving you some tips and some strategies to start building a steady stream of qualified clients, not just clients, but qualified clients by the end of this year. I'm Lisa Ingalls, and very soon my co-host and business partner, Kim Carpenter, is going to be joining us. I'm going to pop her in here. And hey, Kim, how's it going?
Hey, Lisa. Good. Good to see you. Good to see you all here.
Are we ready for our day 5 of our business challenge here?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So for those of you who haven't been with us in the challenge yet, welcome. Again, I'm Lisa Ingalls here with Kim Carpenter, my beautiful business partner. As you can see, she's very beautiful. And we are the founders of Wake Up and Change the World. And we offer evolutionary marketing, business, and leadership training for a better tomorrow. You can find us over at www.wakeupandchangetheworld. We'd love for you to share this blab with your community by clicking the Tell a Little Bird button on the left sidebar underneath the title of this page here that you guys are all on. Also, if you like what we're doing here, be sure to follow us and follow anybody else that you see in the chat. This is about a community. You can do that by clicking on the little icon at the top with the person button. That'll allow you to follow. Little bit of housekeeping before we get started with our day 5 challenge is we love engagement. We know people are starting to flow in here. Welcome, welcome everybody. Please do comment in the chat stream. Let us know where you're joining us from, and we'd love to know what type of business you have. And most importantly, what is your 75-day business goal? What is it that you want to maximize by year end? Let us know those things in the comments. And also just a little heads up that we are keeping the seats closed for right now while Kim and I do this first part, which is the teaching. And then we'll have the opportunity for you to come in, take a seat with us. And today we're actually going to do a little bit of coaching with you. We'll give you a little bit more information on how that's going to work about halfway through this session. By the way, our session today, all of these meetings are 30 minutes long. We want to honor your time, our time, so we keep it short and succinct. And we will be meeting from here on out every Monday and Thursday through year end at 11 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Actually,
okay. Did I say that wrong?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, and I know we said that yesterday, but I believe that it's 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time, unless we're going to, I think that's what, yes.
Oh, okay, we're doing what? Sorry.
Yeah. So sorry, scratch that, rewind. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays and Thursdays.
There we go. All right. I think because we've been doing them at 11 a.m. this week. So,
yes.
All right, sorry, guys. Kim's what Kim says. Okay. Let's give a little shout out to our friend Dave, who's here, but he's been here all 5 days here. Hey, Dave. Good to see you.
Hey, Dave. Way to commit.
Yeah, seriously. We have Rocker Life Coach here.
Yeah, I want to shout out to Dallas. I'm in Austin. Texans in the house.
Yeah, and I can't live without, who I don't know what your name is, but welcome as well. So let's hop in, Kim, and I'm going to let you take the lead here on our subject for today.
Awesome. So this week is all about clarifying. We want to get you a really solid foundation on your business goals so that you can actually reach them by the end of 2015. And in the first couple of videos that you can actually see, we've posted them on our website, wakeupandchangetheworld.com, in the program section. You can see those. We talked about why it's important for you to get in touch with your commitment, your big why, the reason why you're doing your business, and really getting clear on what it is that you want to do by the end of the year so that you can meet those goals. Now, what we've seen is one of the biggest problems that evolutionary entrepreneurs get into with their business is they're not quite clear on their marketing, or they've created products and services and they say, it's for everybody, anybody in the world can use my services. And where it may or may not be true, your ideal clients are not everybody. The people that you really love working with have certain characteristics, right? So, I like working with people that can pay my fees, whether they have the money laying around, which is usually not the case, but they value themselves and they believe in investing in themselves and investing in their business to better themselves because they have a real deep commitment to growing it. So that's one of my ideal client characteristics. And you see other characteristics are people that have a yes as an attitude, like a glass half full attitude. I like working with those people. I don't like working with people that argue with me all the time, or they ask for my advice and my coaching and then they argue with it, for example. So you might start thinking about oh yeah, that's a good point. What are the characteristics of my ideal clients? Maybe I don't want to work with everybody on the planet. I think there's 7 billion of us now, right? So also people that speak your language, right? Like people in China are not going to hire me. I don't speak Chinese, right? So we're getting narrower and narrower. And for evolutionary entrepreneurs, actually just looking at demographics, like how old somebody is, where they live, whether or not they speak Chinese, that's actually not big enough for us. We also, as evolutionary entrepreneurs, and we define that as people that have a real mission and a vision and something they want to do in the world that actually helps humanity, helps the planet. You see your connectivity with all things, right? So it's a pretty deep business mission that you have, that just saying someone who's 45 with 2 kids, the demographics, it's not big enough for you. So we want to look at who really are your ideal clients and get really specific about that so that everything in your marketing, in your business, and everything around your goals is focused enough. Because when it's too diffuse, when you try to market to everybody, you market to nobody. I'm going to say that again. When you try to market to everybody, you actually market to nobody, and you don't stand out from the crowd. And we know it's a really busy marketplace right now. So we want to help you get more specific. So if you have a pen and paper handy, I want you to write this down. I want you to write down demographics. So I want you to think about who are your ideal clients, what age range are they in, where do they live, what are those demographic qualities that you can measure? And then the next question I want you to write down is why. This question of why is going to help you get more closely aligned to the psychographics and the personal qualities of your ideal clients. So if I say, oh, I want to work with women who are over 40, and I ask the question, why? The answer that I get is, oh, I guess it's because I feel like women are, I'm just making this up, are, no offense, guys, but women are, easier to work with, they're more open-minded, and women over 40 have, lived a certain amount of life, they've gone through some hardships, and they know more of who they are now at the age of 40 and above. Now, I'm going to question that because every single woman over 40 is not open-minded and they don't all know who they are, right? So it's not that it's women over 40. The quality of my ideal client is an open-minded person who really knows who they are, right? And that could be somebody who's 25, right? They're just open-minded and they've gone through something in their life to know who they really are at this point. So the steps again, demographic, and ask yourself why, so you can get to the true qualities of your ideal clients. Lisa, I'd love to hear what you have to say about that.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting to do the demographic, psychographic, and this whole thing of ideal client. Dave makes a good point. You must develop a very specific client avatar. Everybody knows that. You need to know who your ideal client is, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen people who've been in business for 10, 20 years who still struggle with this one piece of identifying your ideal client. And when we're talking about this thing within the context of what we're doing together here, your 75-day business goal, unless you have clearly defined that, and sometimes people don't even realize that the reason why they aren't getting the results that they want is because they haven't done this very thing that you're talking about, Kim.
Yeah. And you might think you know already. You might think, oh, I know my ideal clients are women over 40, who have 2 kids and da-da-da-da. And so all of your marketing is targeted on, hey, are you a woman over 40? When truly your marketing should be targeted on the qualities and the characteristics. And Lisa and I have also seen that way beyond marketing to demographics, when you market to values, right? When you speak to someone's values and the heart of who they are as a person, and you really authentically engage and connect with them, which amazingly you can do even just through a marketing message, or through a Facebook post, you can start building that connection. And then, we love to say, take it beyond to this level of conversation. But when you market to that, it's so much more powerful. And so that might be the shift that you need to get you towards your goals, which is why we wanted to bring it in here today.
Yeah, and I want to say hi to people who are plopping in. Popping in. We got Blissful Banter back today, who was here yesterday as well. So Great. Welcome back. And we don't know your name, I don't think. Can you put your real name in? Let us know what it is.
Yeah.
And we got Suzanne McQueen here. Happy to see Suze in the house as well. I saw Robert popped in here, so just wanted to say hi. And Fabrizio just popped in. Hi. Welcome to the 75-day business challenge.
Yes.
Oh, Blissful Banter is Elena. Okay, Elena. Oh, got it.
Kristen, Elena.
All right.
Great.
Okay, hop in there, Kim. Sorry.
Great. Yeah. So we wanted to help you out today. I think that unless you had something else to add about the demographics and psychographics, I think let's see who wants to come on and play with us.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's set it up before I open up the seat. What we want to do, actually, I'll let you take it, Kim. Give us, who do we want to come in? What do we want when someone comes in?
So when you come in, we want to help. It's all about clarifying, getting focused, right? So we'd like to know your name, what kind of business you have, what your goal is for the 75-day challenge. And then if you want, this pop-in is for you if you really want to get more clear on who your ideal clients are. So if you feel like you've been working with people that are not ideal, or maybe you think your products and services are for everybody and you're not sure how to narrow it down so that you can target and market to their values instead of their demographics. If you really want support with that, this is what we're here for. We're here to have a conversation with you. So your name, the kind of business, what's your goal till the end of the year, and then let us know about your ideal clients and how we can support you in getting more specific.
Yeah, and Kim is actually going to lead you through the process that she just described to you. And we're about halfway through right now. We're going to honor our 30-minute time for this. So when you do come in, we ask you, we don't need a huge story, just succinct, so Kim can do some laser coaching with you. Okay, guys, I'm going to open the seat. Seat is open, and here we got Suzanne coming in. Let's see if you get in, Suzanne. We might have, we see you here. But we need to get your other, we only have audio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can hear you though. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, but anyway.
Well, I have a little tip for that, just because we're all new on Blab, and I had this problem the first time. So up in the URL bar, there's a little lock icon, and if you click on that lock icon, it says permissions, and you have to allow the camera and the microphone. And
oh, I see. Something else was blocking that. Okay, so, oh, sorry. Okay, I'm still not seeing that. Wait, permission. Do you want to let somebody else in, or do you want me to just?
You know what? Let's just do it on audio, and we can help you out later with that. So, great.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My name is Suzanne. I'm an author, and I help women find clarity and purpose by tapping into their hormonal lunar rhythm, the primal wisdom of their cycle, whether they're cycling or not, actually. So my goal over the 75 days would be to really just continue to attract my tribe, so to speak. And I've been working at this a long time now, so it's really getting down to the final bit, and I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling good that I'm honing it in, but there's still a couple of questions that I have, and I think you brought up a good point, Kim. My question is that it was great, the example that you gave about a 40-year-old woman, let's say, or over that, and talking about the desired the reasons why. And in my case, I realized that the qualifications that I would like for my particular audience, how I would like to attract them, really is not about age. But the problem is, and so my qualifications are things such as that they are open-minded, that they are on a growth path, that they are really wanting to look at these things with their body and really tap into their personal power, that kind of thing. That really is a broad spectrum of age group. So, I mean, that could be anywhere for me from 16 years old up to 90 years old, 95 years old, any of that. All of these women are understanding that they're lunar rhythmic when they're working with me. So the age is really, there isn't a specific age. There's a particular age, like 35 years old is ideal. However, I'm finding that women of all different ages are aligning with this. Yet different age groups are in different places online. Where I find them, they are in different places. They're into different things. What do I do about that?
Yeah, that is a great point. So the first layer really is, and actually, I can mute you for a second because I was hearing an echo, and then I'll unmute you. So I kind of see it like two layers, and we're getting narrower and narrower into a funnel, right? So the top layer would be, who are your ideal client groups? And you're probably going to have more than one, right? You might have, women who have these certain characteristics, and then you have programs for men, right? And then you might have a specific program for teens, or maybe not. Maybe the teens can do the same program as the women. But you're right, when you get to the next layer down, they're in such dramatically different places online, and they're hanging out in totally different places. So we want to drill down to the next layer. We want to say, okay, all of these women who have these qualities, they're open-minded, they're on a path of personal growth and development, and they're open to these concepts. Well, the women who are, 35 to 55, they're hanging out at these places, and they're reading Glamour magazine and Vogue, and, but then I've got these women who are, 18 to 25, and they're hanging out in this whole other place, and they're on, these different platforms online. So I want you to break it down and then break it down again.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
That is helpful. And so what you're saying is really just create different, not necessarily different campaigns, but I'm focusing different marketing campaigns differently, or to those specific areas.
Yeah. And because, with the online world, it's very easy to have variations in your marketing, right? So you would have a campaign that's for the women, and then maybe with a slight tweak of language, you would target the teens, the young 20-year-olds. So it would be the same concept with a slight tweak, because it's easy to make. You could just make a JPEG. It's not like the old days where it was like you have a billboard in Times Square and that's all you get, you know, and now we can be dynamic, we can be disruptive in the field, you know, with these different ad campaigns. So and
by the way, Kristen just wrote, after looking at Suzanne's website, I might be one of her ideal clients.
Excellent. Thank you, Kristen. Very appreciated. I hope to talk with you soon. Well, thank you so much. This has been very helpful. Excellent.
Great. Thanks, Suzanne.
All right. Thanks, you too.
All right.
How do I get out of here now?
I can pop you out.
Okay.
I think we click on the little X next to our picture, just for everybody. So because we're all learning here, I think that's how you pop in and out. All right. I think we have time for one more person. Would anybody else like to come in and talk a little bit about their business, their ideal client groups?
Yeah, we'd love for someone else to come in, get another shot at this. And the more you guys come in, oh, great. We got Kristen in. Yay.
Yay, Kristen.
Hello, Kristen. Can you see us, hear us? There she is. Yay. Okay, wait, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you. No,
but
we can see you.
We can hear it. It's like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It might be you took out your headset.
So if it's no problem. So if it helps anybody else, in the URL bar, I'm on Chrome. I'm seeing a little green lock symbol. Then it says https://. So I clicked on that lock symbol and it gave me a little pop-up window that said permissions and connection. When I look in permissions down at the bottom, it says camera, microphone.
Oh, just heard.
Do we get you?
I heard. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
My husband was helping me in the background. So.
Perfect.
Hi.
Awesome. Hi, husband.
So I don't want to take up too much time because I know you guys are trying to stick to that 30 minutes, but I just wanted to say I really appreciated the broadcast yesterday. It was just the synchronicity and where I am in my business was just awesome. So I did clarify kind of what I wanted to do by the end of the year. And what I'm really trying to do, which is why I love Suzanne, Suzanne, we definitely are on the same page, is I'm writing a goddess birthing book about connecting with, when you're pregnant, connecting with the soul of the baby that's coming in. As I'm 30 weeks right now, and I am a mother of twins. So,
wow, congratulations.
Yeah, so I got the baby coming at the end of the year, and I also want to have this book done by the end of the year. So when you say the ideal client, most of my business actually comes from me doing spiritual readings. But I have never narrowed down my ideal client. That's funny. Just kind of like people come to me, I don't know, magically. I mean, I know that sounds silly, but people just come to me and that's kind of how I've done it. So, so that's where I need kind of like some direction in regards to the qualities of my ideal client. I know I really work well with people who want to learn about their inner child and really get back to what made them sparkle when they were younger. So that I do know. And that's kind of like where my readings go. So I'm trying to tie all that in together and not be so scattered with all the different projects that I do. So that's where I'm at.
Beautiful. Well, I love that. I'm actually going to mute you because I'm hearing an echo for some reason, but I'll take you off in just a second. Yeah, I love it. So, and I just love that you're so guided, that it's been happening for you like magic. I mean, that really tells me that you're in alignment with that evolutionary impulse, and you're listening what we talked about yesterday. And I think one thing that I really like to do is, I'm a visual person, so I do mind maps. I just get a big piece of paper, you got it, and then I start writing, like, what are the qualities of these people? Yeah, people who are open to inner child work, people who are open to a spiritual path, people who are open to the idea of even connecting with the soul, my unborn child. So they believe in the soul, right? So they might have some kind of spiritual beliefs, right? And then you want to look at like people who are in birthing age, right? So, or it could be, women later on in life, and they could be giving your book to other women. So then I start thinking, oh, where are those women getting together? They're in women's circles. They're hanging out at these different places. So I start writing down, like, who are they? And then where are they hanging out? And in our next call, we're going to get a lot more into segmentation, like how do you actually separate all those segments out so that you can market more appropriately to them. But for you, I would say just start by really like brain dump, get it all down so it's in one place and not just, in your head, because a book is a different ballgame. Lisa and I help people create what's called an online marketing funnel for books, specifically when you're trying to sell your book and get it on the bestseller list and building up momentum to that book. Suzanne has a book, and she's coming out with the second version of her book very soon. We're working with her on that. And so I think that, in order to do that, you do need to get specific about who's this book for. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, cool, but so exciting, and kudos to you. I know that is a huge endeavor. Lisa has written a book. She and I are working on one now, so I know how much work it is, really.
Yeah, and Christian, when you come back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, in our next one on Monday, hopefully you can make it. We want to hear we want you to keep us updated with who you've come up with as your ideal client. So we'll keep you accountable and on track as long as you can come into our live meetings with us. We'd love it.
Okay, that's great.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kristen.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, Kim, do we have enough time for one really quick one?
Sure. We might go a little over. I think we have 2 minutes, but
okay, we'll do one more really quick one here, and we're opening up. I'm going to lock the seat, and then we're going to pop out to you in a couple of minutes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Where are you calling from?
From Morocco.
Morocco.
Yes.
And what business are you in?
I have a question for you. Me, I'm DJ Morocco, and what this how to find a job and find a DJ on New York or America. Who?
I am not getting you. I think it says poor internet signal and you're cutting in and out, and I'm so sorry. Maybe you can post your question in the chat and we can answer your question in the chat, but I'm concerned with the time, Lisa, than the signal here.
Yeah, just your internet connection is out. Sorry.
So sorry.
No, okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
Yeah, post your question, whichever side.
Okay.
Post your question and we'll answer your question. Okay. I got that you're a DJ, which is awesome. Totally supporting that. My brother is a musician and a DJ as well, so I know that is a fun but challenging job choice. So wishing you all the best luck there, and thanks for popping in. Maybe next time we can get you in a better connection.
Okay.
Oh, and I just
Thanks.
we lost
Thank
my
you.
yeah, thanks. So Lisa, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Can you still hear me, see me?
I cannot see you. I don't know if that's a bug Other people, chat. Can you see Lisa and myself both? Let us know. I can hear you, Lisa, but I just totally, no, I can't see Lisa. All right, so we can hear you, Lisa, right, but we can't see you.
Okay, so we're wrapping up here, you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. For those of you who did actually pop in, Suzanne and Kristen and Artroff, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Wonderful to see you guys in here. Let's keep our challenge going. Again, just as a reminder, we're going to be here on Mondays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Anything else that I need to add, Kim, before we?
I would just say for yourself, if the way to boost your goal to really like accelerated pace is to do one thing every day towards your end of year goal and do one thing to help somebody else. One thing for yourself and your business, one thing to help somebody else. And I got that from Cynthia Kersey, The Unstoppable Challenge, and her book called Unstoppable, and it definitely works. Amazing wonder. So good luck with your goals. Meet us back here on Monday, 1 o'clock Pacific, and have an awesome weekend. Bye, everybody.